Yeah, so evaluating Jalen Brunson, right? So there's a
Yes.
world, not in my world, I don't know, there's in other people's world,
Yeah.
where they are trying to put a numerical value on Jalen Brunson because, as you know, Knicks Twitter is not a real place, and it is a place that overreacts to everything. So obviously, Jalen Brunson is on a 4-year, $156 million extension. He's making $25 million this year.
Yeah.
And he is averaging, like I said earlier, 25, 6, and 3, which most of us who live by the eye test quota would consider a pretty bad year from Jalen Brunson, and he's averaging 25 points. So my question is, I'm gonna give you the floor here because I know you're gonna ask me like, what would it take for me? And I
I'm
told
gonna
you
throw some names
yesterday.
at you. I'm gonna throw some names
I told
at
you
you.
yesterday, 41st. I want to be able to draft LeBron James III. I want to be
Yes.
able to draft Kyan Anthony Jr. I want to be able to draft, like
40 first round picks. I hear you. I hear you.
And that's just obviously that's not realistic, but that's just the level of oh captain, my captain I'm on. But yeah, give us the floor. Tell us what led you to this.
Because Jalen Brunson was having what we would call a pretty slow start to the season, and Knicks fans are not handling expectations well. That we have got to the point where people are like, what can we get for Jalen Brunson? That was a topic of conversation.
Hate those people, by the way. Hate them.
You got to. You got to. You have to. But I thought it would be worthy of conversation just so that we can gain perspective.
Indeed. That's what we're nothing if not perspective people.
Yeah, it matters. What happens at the time, in the moment, in the here and now, hindsight, forget hindsight.
Yes.
It matters.
Keep things in perspective. This is how we're able to stay even keeled in November.
Right. So I'm gonna throw names at you, and you just tell me would you do it?
Okay.
Kyrie.
No. No.
Fred VanVleet.
No.
Okay. Anthony Edwards.
No.
It got interesting there, though.
It's a little interesting. It's
there,
interesting in a sense like this, right? I think that there's and I like this. I like this as a seg. But
you see, that's what
I like it as a seg.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I like it as a seg. But I think there's a counterpoint here. Like there's a lot of people on this list you're gonna name that I'm gonna say no because I don't think they're better than Jalen Brunson. And there's a lot of people on this list you're gonna name that I'm gonna say no because I think I would prefer them with Jalen Brunson. So it's like,
okay,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
If you can find,
but we can't. All right, but let me narrow it for you then, because we can't get them next. We can't get them next to Jalen. So get that out of your head.
All right, then.
In no world are they standing next to Jalen Brunson.
I love Ant-Man. No.
Okay.
No, I love Ant. I love Ant. I really do.
That was an argument yesterday. Yeah. And I was like,
Ant is good. Like Ant is super tough. Like I love Ant, but no.
I hear you. And I stood with you on that one. Mm-hmm. No. Okay, next one. This I thought was a good one. Honestly, I think this is the best argument. SGA.
So I would say no. But I would only say no because I think they're basically the same person. and I say that with all due respect to both of them. And I'm not even saying that in the sense that like they're the same player. I think they're the same person. Like I think you're getting the same level of impact from both of them. In the sense that SGA is going to be, obviously he's going to impact you on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. But also there's things that you take away from SGA is that SGA is going to have the ball in his hand all the time. The time.
And we got too many other pieces.
And while people may think that Jalen Brunson's going to have his ball in his hand all the time, we have already shut that shit down 4 games in. And we was like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. It doesn't work. So it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If SGA came in here and he was shooting 30 shots a game and we was the same record, we would be looking at this like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, legitimately. The same way we looking at Jalen. Like, all right, bro. You got to stop ODing. You got a 6. It's the same. And I think this is a conversation that SGA was going to have with himself this year before Chet, you betcha, got hurt. It's like, my
Yeah.
brother in Christ, you're good. But that nigga is 7'2".
Yeah.
7'2". And I just see him put pure pain on Nikola Jokic. There's a conversation to be had there. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, SGA, I would only say no because I think you would have the exact same issue. There will be and if SGA was here and looking off Carl Anthony Towns, I would want to fight SGA legitimately.
Right.
And that's not even saying that Carl Anthony Towns is better than him. It's just the dynamic of what we need to play. It's the dynamic of how we need to play. And you don't even got the level of sweat equity built up with me that Jalen Brunson has for me to be all right, bro, I'm gonna let you figure this shit out. You come over here and start chucking Carl Anthony Towns, I'm gonna be like, yo, you might get the fuck out of here.
Like, I've had enough of you, buddy.
And that's just the reality of the situation.
All right. Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Get your slander. Okay, boom.
Once again,
wanted to give you
there we go.
to say no to that.
And this is the Donovan Mitchell slander cast. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hell no.
They're number one in the East. They're number one offensively. They're number one defensively. They blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah.
Fluke.
I hear you. I agree.
Fluke.
That's just chemistry.
Fluke. That's a fluke. That's a fluke shit. I'll be the number one Cavs hater. But yeah.
LaMelo, a healthy LaMelo, a healthy Ja. Does that tickle?
No. Jalen Brunson is, in my opinion, the second or third best point guard in basketball. Not counting Gilgeous-Alexander and maybe Kyrie, but unless Luka, see, there we go. That's the one I was waiting for. I was really waiting for you to put Luka out there. See? Yeah. Luka is a little different, like it's another person that I would fight with Jalen Brunson because we've seen it. It works. It works. And this version of Jalen Brunson, I think, would defer to Luka because he understands that Luka is him. Luka is tough. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like if it's Luka, you have to kind of just reshape the entire team around Luka. And does that work with Luka probably the only person I could see justifying looking off a big man in the league legitimately because you know why? He's 6 fucking 10 playing point guard. He's like Ben Simmons if Ben Simmons wasn't some mid and could shoot.
And Ben Simmons was actually a good professional basketball player.
I would say Luka would be my closest yes. I'll tell you that. Luka would be my closest yes because man, Luka is good, man.
Yeah, Luka magic. Luka's magical.
Luka is good.
He defies reasoning and reality.
Yeah,
I feel
it don't
like
make sense.
God's on his
game
side.
Don't really make sense to me, and I would like that. I would like that.
Yeah.
But
all right. So now I ask you this, because we don't got to deep dive into it too much on all these other players. It was just a point of: is Jalen Brunson not the best point guard we had in the last, let's say your lifetime?
In my lifetime, absolutely.
There's no one better.
There's no one better. I've seen Marbury. I've seen Marbury. I've seen Ray Felton. I've seen everybody. Everybody I've seen in my lifetime. He's way better than all of them. And I'm way better. I'm not even bullshitting you.
It's not close. It's not close. What would you say was our? I don't even want to play that game. That's too much. All right, boom. So best point guard we had, and we just went through the list of the best point guards, best guards
in the league. I'll tell you
that we're not old. I didn't say Steph Curry because that wouldn't make no sense.
I don't need Steph now. I'm not.
And I didn't say Tyler Hero because we already know what that is.
No.
Trae Young.
Rayford, really? Let's be real. Let's be real. That's like Jalen Brunson with terrible shot selection. That's the reason why they can't get out the fucking playing because Jalen Brunson with terrible shot selection, aka Rayford Young. No.
LaMelo and Trae Young were mentioned because those were players that we were supposed to throw everything in the kitchen sink in to go trade for, apparently from the experts. So that's
LaMelo. LaMelo is Gilgeous-Alexander with poor shot selection.
Fair.
He's good though. I like LaMelo. But he don't contribute to winning basketball, and I think that's an important factor that we would have to.
And Brunson too. had two clutch shots in a row in the last 2 games.
Yeah, easy.
Like these, no, final question, because you're a Knicks fan and I'm a Knicks fan, and we basically shut down everybody in the league as an option not named Luka, because he was magical. Mm-hmm. Okay, so are we being too much of a fan here? What would the non-Knicks fans say to some of the offers I said?
I think
do you think this is a general NBA consensus that there's nobody better suited for the Knicks or a better player they could possibly get in that position?
I think Jalen Brunson is the best suited point guard for the Knicks. Like, I just do. And this is just being non-biased. I think, first of all, you have to put into the fact that not everybody's built for New York. That's first and foremost. Right. And I think a lot of the point guards you name, you can name De'Aaron, you can name Ja. Definitely. No way.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of factors that go into it. Like, Kyrie, obviously, no. Like, he's already tried it with the B team, and he couldn't handle it there. You get what I'm saying? Like, Luka, maybe. You get and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even saying yes to Luka. I'm saying more so like maybe, like, talent-wise, yes, but that's just half the battle. You got to deal with us. Like, and dealing with us is not for the meek and mild, nigga. Like, it's not for the meek and mild. We are irrational by nature, nature. So, as the Knicks point guard, are you going to be able to temper those expectations? Are you even be able to come out here and be like, yo, I'm fucking up? Because that's what Jalen Brunson does. That's what he does.
Right.
You got to go into the depths of Knicks Twitter to kind of find this conversation. I'm glad we brought this up too, because like I want them to tag on to this, because I'm letting y'all know y'all fucking insane. But you got to go into the depths of it to find this level of Knicks content.
Yeah. I was down a rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah, and that's real. And that's real. I've been down those. I've heard some crazy things. Our OG argument from 2 weeks ago was a rabbit hole. Was a rabbit hole find. I ain't even had to respond to him. I was just annoyed at the fact that he said it.
Right.
I was just annoyed at the fact.
I didn't respond to anybody. I just read everybody's comments and I was just like, oh God, no. Oh God, no. You people.
Yeah.
Most of them said no, he's untradeable.
Yes.
And I just wanted to see if that was a reasonable, a reasonable thought. Would a Pistons or a Bulls fan say, no, the Bulls shouldn't trade Jalen Brunson for Ja?
Yeah.
Or shouldn't trade him for...
It's casual argument. It's a casual
argument. Will the casual fan agree with us?
Yes. Will the casual fan agree with us? No. But
I'm legendary, not your ordinary. Legendary.